Hey YouTube, MrRampro here, and this time I have a review on pins. I don't really do too many pins. I had the Pintech Matisse and stuff like that I carry primarily is my EDC pin, so to speak. I wanted something smaller as a backup, and I saw this on the internet, a Fisher Space Pin. This is the bullet style pin, also with the .375 cartridge, pin for the cap. So I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. I'll go ahead and pick it up. Picked it up, carried it in my pocket like this for a couple of times in my shirt pocket. People honestly thought it was a freaking bullet with a clip on it. I don't know why you would think that, but either way, I don't carry my spare bullets with a clip. I wanted kind of something a little bit dumbed down, a little bit less outdoorsy looking, you know what I mean? If I'm wearing decent clothes for the day, and by decent I mean not my work uniform, actually dressed up for the day, wearing polo and slacks kind of thing. I wanted something kind of a little different, less heavy in the pocket. So I went with the other bullet pin. This is the just a solid black one. I don't have the box this one came in anymore, I don't think, but overall a great pin. The actual use of the pen is really not bad at all. The actual writing capabilities of it, it does write on multiple different surfaces. It does have the pressurized ink cartridge. It does have the ink that's not supposed to fade, and as far as I understand, it liquefies the ink as it needs it. So therefore, it keeps forever kind of thing. So read reviews, tons of reviews on these things, and guys were saying they hadn't used them for 15 years, picked it up and they used it and it worked. And they were completely floored, I've heard other guys, that said use it every day for the last 6 years and it's still got the same ink in it. So that's kind of crazy for me. I wanted something durable. I wanted something, pay 20 bucks for, but I'm going to keep, I'm going to take care of it kind of thing. And this, it was definitely, on the top of my list to check out anyways. So we have these two here. This is just the basic one. The black clip that does not come off. It's kind of like tack welded to the freaking tube of the pen. And just the body of the pin. So the pin itself is extremely small. Slides into the cap. The retention on this cap is not very good. The O-ring does come with a nick in it, like a split in it, and that's to keep the air pressure when you're pushing it back in, like the suction and the air pressure of putting it back in to be either like difficult as crap to put in or hard as crap to pull out kind of thing. So they put that in there to relieve some of that air pressure because of the tight tolerances. And that's what came from the company. I emailed them about it because I was like, I need a new O-ring, people. This one here, you got the clip on it. This clip didn't come with it. I added the clip, so you can see kind of some gaps there. It was sold saying that it went to this, but it didn't fit here on the barrel part, like the neck of the bullet. So the only other place was to put it here, and it didn't fit exactly there either. So I emailed the company. They say all of theirs come with a clip on them. I was like, whatever. Okay, well I bought it and it didn't, so I don't know. Either way, the customer service is really nice. I definitely would recommend checking them out. This one did come in a little plastic, kind of a gift box kind of thing. A little bit of information on the history. I did read the history on their website. I would recommend doing it. I don't know it verbatim, but it was definitely a good read. It was kind of cool to kind of see the history of these companies and stuff. And I like how their website seems mom and pop shop. You know what I mean? It seems like it's not so huge that it doesn't matter, that you're not just a number. You can email them, they'll respond to your emails. I've emailed them a couple of times, just chit-chatting about this and that. One of them was the finish on the brass pin. I didn't realize that there were two different types of brass, and that this one, tarnishes a little bit differently than the pin does. After using it for a while, honestly, it kind of seems to have leveled out and match. First day I had this, it was completely tarnished like you see now, because it came like spit polish shined. And this was still shiny, so kind of like the pocket clip. Everything matched the pocket clip when I first got it, and then all of a sudden they kind of just took different time periods to tarnish or whatever. I like the look of that kind of rubbed brass, the used brass look, so I don't mind it whatsoever. This is a little bit heavier than your basic model, and this basic model is actually what I use as my backup, and it goes, you can see my toolkit of a wallet here. It actually rides in my wallet. Just like that somehow. Got it. Alright. Yeah, there it goes. Right in one of the creases here of the fold. It rides right there. So that's kind of cool to always have a decent pin on you all the time. Just my Tornox baker's knife I keep in there to cut up my fruit and everything. And then my buck heartsook. and the S30V. I keep that in there in a little Kydex sheath I made. Yeah, it seems kind of a lot. This is the big skinny wallet, so it was already really thin. All I did was bulk it back up like my leather wallet I had before, which I didn't mind, but I got to pack 3 tools in there that I use fairly regularly, so that was pretty cool. Either way, overall, a really good product. The writing dynamics of it, it's not a fine point pen. It's a regular ballpoint pen, but it's really smooth. It's you do still see a couple of voids and gaps when you draw like a straight line with it or something like that. You do see little stuff here and there, but overall use good. And I'm definitely a customer for a while. You know, if something else comes out, I know Zebra has some smaller pens and stuff like that. If something else comes out, I'll try it. But for right now, these are the pens that I'm going to carry with me, you know, on a daily basis. Definitely, if it's in my wallet, you know, it's part of my EDC rotation. So this here still rides in my pocket, even though I put this one in my wallet. Now I put this one in my pocket with my keys, and that's just how it is. Either way, guys, I appreciate you watching. Check these guys out. Tons of colors, tons of options. You've got Air Force, Army, Marine, Coast Guard, all kinds of little specialty of these pens, different colors, all in this bullet-sized pen. And then they have the originals that they actually carried on the space station. And all that stuff too. So if you want to do strictly the history side of the house, you can get exactly what they carried, you know, on the spaceships or whatever. So check it out. Definitely a great pen. Like I said, writes just about anywhere. And a good buy. Thanks a lot, guys.